Moving on, branding is a critical component to any business success, and this is what is making the main topic right here on Friday Express. And we have in studio Brighton Chifunda, who is an entrepreneur and is going to be talking to us about this very important aspect. Bright, good to have you. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
How's your Friday going?
It's awesome so far.
That's good.
Tiring as well.
It is a Friday after all.
Oh, yes.
And strategically, you're already branded.
Of course. I had to. I had to be branded.
All right. So what is branding?
Branding is what people say about you when you're not in the room. I would also say branding is the emotion that is attached to your name. So when people say Brighton, what is the first thing that comes to their mind? That's your brand.
Okay.
So mostly people make mistakes of thinking branding is about the accessories. The logo is very important in branding, but it's not the main thing. So the logo helps people to identify you.
Yes.
When they see the ZNBC logo, they'll be, oh, that's ZNBC.
Yes.
But that has got nothing to do with your brand. So your brand starts when they say ZNBC. The emotion that is attached to ZNBC, that is your brand.
Because I've heard people, Ahmed, tell me and some other people that you are a brand.
Of course.
So that's what you're saying.
Exactly.
It's actually your characteristic. What is it that is captivating?
Yes.
That, makes your brand stand up, your stand up. So it's about your personality, your persona.
They say people will forget what you do for them. People will forget what you tell them. No matter how nice the thing that you tell them, they'll forget. But there's one thing that people will never forget. How you made them feel. That reminds us of our ex-boyfriends.
What touches them? Actually, you're right. Even when I look back at my past relationships, it's about what he, did or where he touched me.
Yes.
You freely speak about that. I'm actually, impressed with you.
Okay.
You actually freely talks about such things,
yeah.
personal things and, past relationships.
Yeah, because even for you, your wife, there's somewhere she touched you for you to choose her.
Absolutely. So we're dealing with SMEs in this case. How do they proceed to actually, create a brand for themselves?
Okay. Firstly, the biggest mistake that we make in business is we begin by asking, what business can I do? I think the most important question we should be asking is, why was I born? What is my purpose on this earth? The moment you discover what your purpose is, then you develop a vision that is in line with your purpose. So even as a business, why do you exist? That is the first thing you should ask yourself. So the brand starts with what your purpose is, not as an individual, but as a business.
Yeah.
So once you have a vision, then you begin to align yourself with activities that support you to get to your vision. That's when the brand begins. So like I said earlier on, the stickers, the logos and everything, all those things are very important. But the first step is, who are you? What problem are you solving? Because the moment people say Zano Business Consult, where I come from, there should be an emotion attached to it. Okay, what are these guys all about? That is how you begin to build your brand.
Okay.
Yes.
It's about why do you exist as a business?
Why do you exist?
Exactly.
Because every business is a problem.
Yes. You're solving.
You are solving a problem.
Yeah.
So even as you are beginning to brand yourself, I can give a lot of examples about different people who are doing different things on social media. There are people who are in certain businesses where they have to come out a certain way. They have to look a certain way. You can't be going to an office maybe to do a deal for 50,000 kwacha, looking like, you've never touched a 50 kwacha before. 50,000 kwacha before. So it begins by what you're trying to achieve.
There's always a beginning.
Of course, even in your small beginnings.
Even in your small beginning, look the part.
Excellence.
Visionary. It's all about the vision.
So,
yes. If you're going for a 50,000, you should have a vision of the 50,000 in you. Yes. Don't go with a 5 kwacha mentality. I guess that's what you're trying to.
So there's what we call real self and ideal self.
Yeah.
So real self is where you are right now.
Okay.
Your ideal self is where you want to be.
Okay.
So for you to get where you want to be, you have to start doing certain things that will take you to where you want to be.
Absolutely.
So obviously, if I want to attract a certain type of people, even in my, I don't know if you've noticed this. There are certain businesses that attract certain people who are coming from a certain level of income.
Yes.
But there are also certain businesses where only people with money go to.
Absolutely.
that is deliberate. It just doesn't happen by chance.
Exactly.
So it's up to you. Who do you want to attract? So the kind of people that you're trying to attract, that's who you become. So if I want to go into the corporate world, I want to deal with big businesses, CEOs and all those things, I have to dress the part. I have to look the part. They say, work on your communication skills, because the moment you're opening your mouth, you are telling people who you are. So even what you speak,
Absolutely.
how you speak, determines who you're going to do business with. Exactly.
How then do you carry a vision? Because obviously we are not an individual trying to push forward, get to a certain destiny, will not move alone. There's a team to carry. How do you, impart, the vision of that brand into the people that surround you and are pushing your agenda?
The job of every leader, it could be a CEO, a pastor, even a husband. I'm married, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We've taken you off market.
Of course.
You've been touched.
So the job of every leader is to constantly preach your visions to the people around you. I always give an example of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ died 2,000 years ago. But look at his company. Christianity. Look
Still
at how
goes on.
big it is.
Yes.
So they say if you what you
The
build,
brand lives on.
of course.
Yes.
So if what you built
Yes.
dies with you, then you are a failure.
Ah.
You're not a true leader. There was one day I was in Luansha.
Must be a legacy.
Of course.
Leave
of course.
a legacy.
Yes. I was in Luansha the other day. So we were burying a friend's uncle. So next to this uncle, there was a very nice tombstone. So I was like, this guy here, it must be very important, because the tombstone was so beautiful.
Okay.
So they began to tell me about this particular gentleman. They told me about how rich he was at some point before he died. He had very nice buildings in Luansha. And then he passed on. It only took a year. His children had already sold off all his property.
Goodness.
And then I began to think, the richest place on the planet, like a minister once said, is the
It's
graveyard.
The graveyard, yes.
Because in the graveyard are ideas that never came to life. Business ideas that died with people.
Yeah.
There's this young man, PJ, a musician. That gentleman died with a lot of nice songs.
Yes.
So as a leader,
He is remembered.
wherever you are, whatever, as a parent, your goal is to impart your legacy in your children. Your goal is to die empty. You should not die with the knowledge that you have.
Wow.
So even at a company, even one of the things that I look for when I'm employing people at my company, I'm looking for the person who's going to take over from me. Every person that we employ at our company is someone that has got the potential to take over from me when I'm gone.
Yes.
Because that's the problem with most local businesses that we have. They die with the owner. We want companies like Colgate,
Yes.
Coca-Cola.
Yes, that
you are no
live
longer
on.
there, but the
Yes.
brand lives on. That's what it's about.
Okay, all right. It's quite interesting. A lot of issues are coming out, and you are aligning and aligning us with this very important aspect. Let's talk about the physical branding before you actually, are coming. Let me just remind our viewers that take part on the program. You can call us on 0212 22 30 19. 22 30 19 is the number to get us on if you want to take part on the Friday Express. Now, let's talk about physical branding. We see vehicles all over. How important is that?
Like I said, those are things that will help people to identify who you are.
Okay.
First impressions always matter. It could be the first person that we fell in love with. The moment you just saw the... People don't fall in love with your wisdom. I know that is a very great component of it, the knowledge that you have. But usually, the first thing that we see is the face, is the person. This girl is pretty. I like her. Then you begin to learn about her later on. So if your physical branding is on point, you are most likely to attract a lot of people to come to you.
Until you open your mouth and you speak like a fool.
Oh yes, until you open your mouth. But imagine if you are well balanced. Imagine if you are well balanced. Your branding, your physical branding, your pictures. When you enter our offices, we've tried to brand our offices as nice as, because like I said earlier on, you attract who you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
You attract who you are. So if you have a mediocre kind of presence, even the people that come to you, there'll be a certain class. So if you are a young lady and all the time all the guys who are approaching you are drunkards, you know, the certain type of people that are approaching you, you need to begin to question yourself. Who am I? Why are these guys coming to me? Why am I not receiving
Why am I
certain...
attracting the wrong kind
There are
of
certain
people?
women who are very good at this. If they want to attract a millionaire, even the way they will dress up, the places they'll eat from, because they're trying to attract a certain type of people. So business is just like that.
Okay.
I've been running 3 businesses. We have a new business that we have now. We have other businesses. And in all the businesses that I've done, I've learned a lot of things.
That's good.
Each business comes with its own, the way you brand yourself. I'm in consultancy now. In my other company, we do machines. I used to dress up every time you're in a work suit. It doesn't matter the kind of car you're driving, but now you're in consultancy. You have to meet with these decision makers. You're meeting with CEOs. So where you eat from now also matters. But like you said earlier on, you begin from where you are.
Exactly.
Because my philosophy has always been begin from where you are,
Yes.
with what you have, and then move as fast as possible.
Interesting.
There was, I'm told, I won't mention the name of an airline. It was classified as number 1, not for any other reason, but because of the hostesses.
Yes.
Yeah. Because
Beautiful
of
hostesses.
beautiful
Yes.
hostesses, you know, on that plane, and it was the number 1 carrier. Who should brand? Who should do the branding? I'm too small. I can't do branding. What should be, you know, the approach to branding?
Like I said earlier on, branding is the emotion that is attached to your name. Branding is who people say you are when you're not in the room. So when you deal with your client, what are they saying about you when they go out there? That is your brand. So I don't care who you are, whether you're running a business, you are still in high school, you are still a brand. When you tell me something, Brighton, I'm going to do this for you tomorrow by 12 hours, are you the kind of person that would deliver exactly by 12 hours? Because you're beginning to build your brand. People don't invest in companies. I've been running a business. We are doing consultancy for companies. People don't invest in companies. They invest in the people, in you. As a CEO, it's you they're investing. When people come and say, we're giving you this kind of money, it's the CEO that they're investing their money on. So branding begins, no matter how small you are, no matter where you are, you have to begin your branding.
It doesn't matter how small
It doesn't
you
matter
think
how small.
you are. You need
If it
to
comes
actually
with budget,
brand
if it's a
yourself.
physical branding,
Yes.
start with what you have.
Absolutely.
Yes, which is important.
So, Paxena, when somebody told you that you are a brand on your own, what came to your mind?
What came to my mind? Power, influence.
Power.
Yes.
Influence.
Love. That's what came to my mind.
I love the love part.